Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with another vlog. So these vlogs are honestly just a way for me to talk to myself. So I'm just gonna talk about whatever is on my brain any given day. So today I'm gonna talk about my approach to gym ownership. You guys all know I own MPG Fitness. It is a 22,000 square foot hybrid training facility. We do powerlifting, bodybuilding, team training, stuff like that. I got the thick filet on today. And we're gonna talk about that. I distilled my approach to a couple simple things. I actually stole this from Jeff Bezos, kind of a good person to steal things from. When he talks about Amazon, he talks about it in the context of what about your customers is never going to change, right? So he talked about how customers were always going to want a large selection of products. They were going to always want to ship to them fast. Like things that were never going to change. So I took that and I applied it to the gym, and it's actually been a really successful way for me to think about it and for me to help my staff think about it. So I kind of break it down into 4 points. The order matters when it comes to these 4 points, because these 4 things are the most important in this particular order. I have data to back this up. I've done surveying, so I kind of have a good idea of what people want, right? Crazy. You find out what your customers want from you. Okay, so number 1 is availability. What availability means is a couple different things. So the first one, and the most important one for any gym owner, if I walk up to the gym, it's the most beautiful gym in the door. Oh, sorry, the most beautiful gym in the world. And I go to open the door and it's locked because the gym has bad hours, you've already lost, right? I can't tell you the number of people who just love the fact that we're 24 hours. They've never even come at 2 in the morning, but they love the fact that we're 24 hours, because it's not about coming at 2 a.m. It's about being able to come at 5 a.m. on a Saturday because you've got a busy day. It's about I'm going to skip that part. It's just an easy thing to implement. You put a door reader on, you put some security systems in, and you're done. So that's really, really important to be available. That also means a couple other things. Availability also means we have a low crowd, right? If you come into a gym and it's super crowded and you can't get on equipment, you're not available. It's not a high quality product. So we try to make our gym as available as possible. There are a large segment of people that want to save, pinch pennies, and are happy waiting for equipment. I have never felt that way. I don't care about that. I don't care about serving those people, frankly. Just full time, I just don't care about the other gym. That's for other gyms, for other people. If you want to save money and you want to wait for equipment, you want to deal with a commercial gym, that's totally up to you. So being available, and kind of with that, there's a segue kind of into point 2, which is abundance of equipment. No one ever walked into a gym and said, "Oh, there's too much equipment here." Right? So you want to have as much equipment as possible because you want it to be available. So we have 4 different leg extensions, right? It's the most popular piece of equipment in the gym is the leg extension. You think it'd be a bench press? It's not. It's a leg extension. It breaks the most frequently. That's how I know. Having an abundance of equipment is really important in terms of availability, but it's also important because that's what you're selling to people. You're selling people having really nice, abundant amount of equipment. That's what people want when you're purchasing a gym product. And when I say product, the gym it's not a tangible, it kind of is a tangible product. It's a service mixed with a product. But when I say product, that's what I mean. It's the overarching thing. It's what I'm selling to you. Abundance of equipment is you want to have the best brands you can. You don't want to, there are things you spend money on, there are things you don't spend money on, right? So things I do spend money on, exotic pieces of equipment, right? Things I don't spend money on, dumbbell racks, right? You buy the cheapest dumbbell rack. The dumbbell rack is not bad. No one's touching the dumbbell rack. That matters. And then obviously cleanliness, clean bathrooms, clean areas. And when we think about cleanliness, bathrooms first, but then we go front to back. So your first impression to last impression. So we do the parking lot first. We do the parking lot first no matter what, because someone's out there. And then Quick walkthrough straight to the bathrooms, make sure the bathrooms are clean, and then check the rest of the facility. Make sure the rest of the facility is clean and organized as well. And then number 4 is lean operation. Lean operation is an internal thing. It's not like an external thing. But a lean operation, it was gonna be low prices, right? People are always gonna want low prices, but like prices kind of, pricing in a gym is weird because the lower your price is, the more valuable the gym becomes to a larger part of the population. It becomes more crowded. So I don't want to put that on there because that conflicts with our first, like, it conflicts with that one. So I say lean operation because lean operation means we keep our costs as low as possible, which means we can provide the best valuable price possible. We can have as much staffing as possible, or not as much staffing as possible, but we can have more income to make sure we're adequately staffed and stuff like that. So lean operation is really important. We only ever have one person working at any time. That's like, unless we're working on a project, one person working at any time. That's really important. And the facility will never get too big where we can't be run by one person. That's a big thing. I think that 30,000 square foot mark, anything larger than that wouldn't be able to be run by. Even that would be really tough at one given time. You can have overnight cleaners and stuff like that. Other than that, but again, that's my approach to gym ownership. There's obviously, I think there's like probably a backside we could talk about, which is like the operations, the back end stuff. But like as far as like my approach to gym ownership, that's kind of what I think about every day. How are we making sure we have these things? Are we making sure we're clean? Are we making sure we're running a lean operation? That's pretty much it in terms of that. And the more creative stuff comes in the marketing and the sales and stuff like that. But anyway, vlog number 2. Let's keep rolling.